Welcome to another episode of Alan's Collection. Today we will be reviewing two of the most recognizable villains of the 1987 TMNT cartoon show. We're talking about Rocksteady and Bebop. But what happens when Gordon Hungerdunger wants them to become heroes? They become Rhino-Man and Mighty Hog. Let's begin! NECA TMNT Toon line, Mighty Hog and Rhino-Man. Okay guys, here we have Mighty Hog and Rhino-Man, two foes from the Turtles that are unlikely to become heroes. Yet here they are in superhero outfits. So let's check them out. So here we have the outer box, and it's a classic 2-pack window box for the NECA TMNT Toon line, where you have the names of the figures on top, Mighty Hog and Rhino-Man. And on the center, we have the figures themselves, looking cool and colorful. You can also see some accessories as well. Checking out the artwork of the front of the box, here we have Mighty Hog to the left on character, and to the right we have Rhino-Man looking ready to fight. Now let's check out the side of the box. Here we have Rhino-Man doing the peace sign, and on the top we have the logo of the TMNT guys. Now let's check out the back of the box. Here we have again to your left the logo of the TMNT. Below we have general information about the TMNT, and on the bottom we have other collectibles that you can get, like Lotus and Chakahachi, Dirk Savage and Mona Lisa here, and of course Crooked Ninja Turtle and the Rock Soldier. To the right we have a large image of Rhino-Man and Mighty Hog posing like heroes, guys. Checking out the other side of the box, here we have Mighty Hog in his hero pose, guys. And that's it for the outer box. Now let's check out the blister box. Okay guys, here we have the blister box for Mighty Hog and Rhino-Man. And of course now you can appreciate even more the figures. Mighty Hog there, Rhino-Man there, and of course their accessories. And of course, to keep them protected from humidity, we have those desiccant silica gel, guys. Can't wait to review them outside of the blister box, guys. So let's start with Mighty Hog. Okay guys, you all know him very well. He's one of the most classic villains from the TMNT Toon line. We're talking about Bebop, who has transformed into Mighty Hog, guys. So let's check this figure out. Let's start with body sculpt and features. Starting with the torso, as you can see, is painted in bright purple, guys, with a yellow M on the center, which stands for Mighty Hog. Below we have some yellow trunks and then black pants, and I very much like the styled shoes. You can see white and red in the shoes, very nice. Now let's not forget about the arms and cape. I like the classic turtle shell guards. The pink skin is nicely painted, guys. Checking out the cape, it is quite nice, but I think it could have been a bit brighter. And better soft good materials, guys. Anyways, checking out the head sculpt. It is basically the same as the regular Bebop, with his purple mohawk, purple eye mask, his pig-like face or hog-like face if you will, the nose ring, the ponytail on the back of the head, and his face expression is looking calm and cool, pretending he's a superhero, guys. Alright guys, let's check now the articulation for this figure. Alright guys, let's check out now the articulation for Mighty Hog. So let's start with the head, guys. As you can see, the head barely moves down and the head barely moves up. You can turn the head to the left, however, just a bit, and the same when turning the head to the right, just a bit. Now let's check out the torso. You can move the torso forwards or backwards. You can, however, move the torso to the left, and you can move the torso to the right. Now let's check out the arm articulation. You can move the arm forward, and you can move the arm backwards. And you can move the arm out as well. Mighty Hog does appear to have bicep articulation, but I cannot move it, guys, because as you see, it's too stiff. Then we have a double jointed elbow articulation. You can flex the elbow like this. Not bad, guys. Now moving down to the hand, you can rotate the hand like this very nicely. Finally, let's check out the leg articulation. You can move the leg forward like this. You can also move the leg backwards like this. And then you can move the leg out like this. We also have a double jointed knee articulation, and you can bend the knee like this. Lastly, we have foot articulation. You can move the foot up and down a little bit. And Mighty Hog's foot does have a rocker, guys. And that's it for the articulation. Okay guys, it's now time to check out Rhino-Man's vanilla pose. Okay guys, here we have Rhino-Man in his vanilla pose. And of course, this is another classic TMNT villain turned hero. So, let's check him out. Starting with the yellow painted torso. It's a bright yellow torso, guys, with the rhino head logo on Rhino-Man's tummy. And below, the utility belt and some red trunks. And then we have some light blue pants. Very nice, guys, this light blue pants and the red with yellow boots. The base of the boots are red and on the top of the boots it's yellow. Now let's check out his arms, which are shirtless arms. And of course he has red gloves as well. Very nicely sculpted. Nice patterns there. Now let's check out the cape. Here we have a blue soft goods cape. And it's very nice, but again, it looks quite simple, guys. And finally, let's check out the head sculpt. As you can see, it's Rocksteady's normal head, with his fangs visible there. His two horns, one on his nose and the other one behind it. And his yellow, evil eyes. This guy does have an evil expression, guys, unlike Mighty Bebop. We have some nicely painted lines on the cheeks and on the forehead. And we have some nicely sculpted ears there. Very cool. Okay guys, let's check out now the articulation for Rhino-Man. Okay guys, let's check out the articulation for Rhino-Man. And we will be starting with the head. As you can see, the head moves a little bit down and moves up. A little bit down and up like this. And you can turn the head to the left a bit. And you can turn the head to the right as well, like this. Now let's check the torso articulation. You cannot move the torso much, just like Mighty Hog. There's very little articulation with the torso. However, you can turn Rhino-Man's torso to the left. And you can turn the torso to the right. Now let's check out the arm articulation. You can move the arm forwards. And you can move the arm backwards like this. And you can also move the arm out. Rhino-Man has a bicep cut here. You can turn the bicep very nicely. all the way. Now let's check out the elbow articulation. Obviously it's a bit stiff, it's a bit difficult to flex the elbow, but you can actually flex it like this. Very nice. Now going down to the hand articulation, you can move the hand up and back again, and it does have a full rotation. And lastly, let's check out the leg articulation. You can move the leg forward like this, and you can barely move the leg backwards, but you can move the leg out like this. Now let's check out the knee articulation. Rhino-Man has a double jointed knee articulation, but it's also very stiff, very difficult to bend, but with a little bit of effort and much caution you can actually bend the knee like this. And finally, Rhino-Man has foot articulation. You can move the foot up, down, and it does have a rocker, guys. Very nice. So that's it. Let's check now the accessories for this 2-pack for Rhino-Man and Mighty Hog. Okay guys, here we have all the accessories that come with this NECA 2-pack. So let's check them out. Let's start first with the Anxietron, a device which appeared in the episode where Bebop and Rocksteady conquered the universe. I very much like the mustard yellow painting. The tech details are very spot on. It's a very sophisticated tech device, guys. Very cool. Next we have the jetpacks, one for each superhero. It comes with a peg on the back, which of course fits the back of the figure. Let's take Rhino-Man for example, and you lift the cape and you place the jetpack, the peg on the hole, and that's how they fly, guys. Not by their own superpowers, but by the help, the aid of this device, the jetpack. Next we have a 1980s brick of a cell phone. Nicely sculpted and with a lot of details there. Next we have some goggles, which help to complete Rhino-Man's costume. And here we have Mighty Hog's battle chain, like a true 1980s mobster turned hero. Very nice. Okay, lastly, let's check out the extra hands, the interchangeable hands for both figures. First we have the gripping hands for Mighty Hog, nicely sculpted. Then we have the peace sign here. And then we have the chopping hand for Mighty Hog as well. Now we have a similar set of hands for Rhino-Man, the gripping hands, and then the peace sign and chopping hand. And that's it for the accessories of these unbeatable heroes, guys. Okay guys, these variants of Bebop and Rocksteady come from an episode from the TMNT Toon show. The episode is called Rhino-Man. And in this episode, Gordon Hungerdunger is holding a best superhero contest. And he will give the malaprop diamond to the one who wins. Of course, this is a scam. Most importantly, Krang buys into this that he needs the malaprop diamond and wants to send Shredder in order to earn the malaprop diamond, but obviously Shredder refuses because Shredder cannot be anything but evil. So Shredder does what he always does. Send Bebop and Rocksteady to become good superheroes, and they become Rhino-Man and his sidekick, the Mighty Hog. It's a fun episode because it's the first time that the turtles see Bebop and Rocksteady as good guys. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and of course give a like to this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next on Alan's Collection.